Thanks for calling.
How you doing? This is Damon. You attempted to give me a call?
Hey, Damon, this is Chris. Yeah, I was just trying to get back with you, see what you wanted to do about the house over there in Florissant.
And you're the one I was texting yesterday, correct?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So yeah, pretty much just so I'm headed to the bank now. Oh damn, missed my turn. I'm headed to the bank now to drop off some paperwork to basically get the auction removed. I don't mind selling, you know what I'm saying? It's my late mother's home, it's not my home. It comes with a lot of different memories and you know, real sentimental value, right? But I don't want to lose it in foreclosure. In so many words, after my mom passed away, it took a while for me to get legally in control of the home per the bank and per the courts, blase. I had to put the home in probate and all that type of stuff, become the head honcho of it, and basically after doing all of that, it came about that my sister was not paying the mortgage. Now my sister was the primary person staying there. She was staying there after my mom died. She was staying there before my mom died. So I initially didn't want to just put her out, right? I just told her, hey, take care of the mortgage and you can stay here as long as you handle the business. Well, of course, you know, if you've been down this road or you know you're in this business, you know that to get a hold of it through the courts, it takes sometimes quite a long time, sometimes longer than what people have, or sometimes, you know, longer than what people would expect or really want it to be. So after getting her removed from the home and all of that legally, like I say, found out she was not paying the mortgage, wasn't keeping up on the mortgage, right? So I've been trying to get the company to you know, work with me, blase, but of course, you know how this shit go with these white folks. The system not made for our people. It's not made for us. Basically, if our parents don't pay that house off or leave a fat-ass lump sum for us to pay it off or for us to keep it going and things like that, it normally doesn't happen like that in the black community, right? So I'm in that same boat, which was my sister kind of already messed up the business. The only thing I can either do is quick sell or let them people take it from me, right? So I've been trying to do everything that I can on my end to try to get it back, right? Get it caught up, things like that. Like I got a GoFundMe account going right now. It ain't reached the amount that I would prefer it to, but right now I don't have time to wait like that, right? I got to the 17th to figure something out, give or take a couple more days, just because once I turn in this application, it'll put the auction on hold. But I'll walk, like I told you, I'll walk away from it, you know what I'm saying, if I can get close to 200. And that's strictly because it's a balance on it. So for me to even get anything, I got to pay that balance off, and I just don't want to walk. You know, long story short,
take your house. Yeah.
Listen, long story short, I know what that property is worth. I know what's going on in that area. I know that there's a safari being built in that area. By the end of next year, there's going to be a safari within a 10-mile radius of that home. That's going to shoot the value of it up, right? Right now, houses over there, let's just say a good house that got the money into it and it look good, all that, can go for $250 or more, right? I know when that safari get built and people can pull up in North County and go see, you know, exotic animals, that's going to shoot it all the way up. So realistically, 200 is for me to pay the 100 off with, you know, and I really want the 225 to pay the bank off and to walk away with $100K, and that's just basically that'll be me on some. That's my mama life insurance policy that she left for us, if that makes sense.
That's right. Yeah, because if you don't do anything, they'll definitely take your
house. They're gonna
take it.
Yeah, I already know that much. That's why I say I got an application I'm about to go give to the bank, and I know that's gonna, you know, basically take the, you know, if it goes how it's supposed to, that's gonna take the auction off the table for now, push it back, blase. But I don't mind a quick sale. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to prolong the issue or nothing.
What did the bank tell you it is to like catch up the loan to bring it current?
It's about $24,000.
Oh, okay, that ain't too bad. We just had one that was $100,000. I said, damn, that's way too much. Just to
catch it ain't. Yeah. It's not much at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's not much, because if I had $24K just laying around that I could, you know, put into it, then I would. But it's not, you know, like I don't want to lose it for no $24K.
Right. Now, with the probate situation, did they appoint you as the independent representative, or did they have to say somebody else have to sign off for you to sell it?
No, it's me. I'm the head of the administration. I make all of these decisions in reference or in best interest of the estate, and I don't have to go through the courts to get if anything. Everything goes through me.
Yeah, they all control our house. So yeah, I got you. So property. I mean, did she take care of it and stuff when she was living there, or need some work?
I'm sorry.
When your sister was living there, did she take good care of it, or does it need some work to fix it up a little bit?
Oh, I need some work for sure, but it's all cosmetic. So if I'm being honest, right, because my sister, she did her due diligence. So basically right now, I pulled up floors, I pulled up, you know what I'm saying, carpet, of course. I pulled up the carpet. It needs some work, but it's just cosmetic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It need new carpet. It need new floor. It need a new paint job. After that, you got a whole house.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the pictures they had online. They like the garage door was knocked off or something. You know, I
That's
don't know.
not current.
Oh, okay.
So that was fixed.
Okay. Yeah, they take the picture in the worst condition. I'm like, why they do that to make it look bad? I know it can't be that bad.
But
Okay.
that was some shit my sister did, and I had to come in and fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I'm trying to make sure, you know, I get what it's worth. Cause shit, I put money into it, even though it didn't pan out how I preferred. I was putting my money into it. I was the one trying to keep the outside looking good. I was the one keeping the grass getting cut, keeping the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that stuff be adding up. You be having a whole bill on a house you ain't even living in.
Yeah,
So,
and that's exactly what
I don't
I mean.
live too far from you. Are you in town?
Yes, I stay in Missouri. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or St. Louis.
I
I stayed in Texas in the past, but as of now, yes, I'm a resident of Missouri.
Yeah, a lot of people I know moved to Texas. I said, dang, they left St. Louis. They ain't even look back. I said, dang.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all can get this 100K to me, I'm gonna do the same again.
Because
I literally came.
Huh?
I came back to help take care of my sick mama, so I had really no plans. Personally, I had no plans on ever moving back to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I had went to Texas. I was down there for about 4 or 5 years. Started barber school, became a barber. You know what I'm saying? Started building my own little life. But my mama got sick, and it was to the point where I couldn't get her on the phone, right? And that just wasn't normal, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to go pull down on her and see like what's going on, and then I realized like, hey, she was getting mistreated, malnourished, wasn't eating correctly. You know, it was a bunch of stuff going on. So where I had to make the conscious decision. I got to go home. I got to see to it that, you know what I'm saying? Like I put like this, when my mama went on hospice at the time, I didn't even know what hospice meant, right? I was under the impression that it's okay, man. Like, you gonna get fed now. You gonna get taken care of. You're not gonna, you know, we're gonna get you together. We gonna do physical therapy. We're gonna get you back moving. And, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't, you know, I didn't know what that word hospice meant. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, it was a lot, right? It was different. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm the youngest out of all her kids. And then, shit, my sister who was standing there, she ain't no good. She's a thief, you know, stealing. Then doing what she did with the house, you know, it's just I'm just trying to gracefully get rid of it, if that makes sense, right? I don't want my mama house getting took from these white folks like this. I see, you know, we see this shit coming up in the movies, just in general in the world. I don't want that for mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I definitely understand that. I mean, you know, you're the responsible one, so you have to come in and save the day and make everybody happy, right?
I ain't gonna lie. At this point, I ain't put like this, right? I'm trying to make my mama's spirit happy, and then just lace my pockets if that's what I can do.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you're dealing with the right one, so I can definitely help you get all this accomplished. It just, you know, we just have to verify condition of the property, et cetera, and see what we can do as far as the numbers that make sense to you.
Do you have room to meet today? So that way we can get the ball rolling. I'm not big on prolonging or anything.
Yeah, I can definitely meet you today. What time works best for you?
What area are you in? Do you need? I'm
in Florissant right now. I live in Florissant.
Okay, I'm leaving St. Charles. Do you want to meet now or?
Let's say like around 1 o'clock. Is that okay?
Okay, so I'll see you there at 1.
1 o'clock. I'll meet you over at the house. And so we're able to work everything out and it makes sense to you. Ready to get the process started today?
Yeah. Hear me out, right? And I just want you to hear this part, right? If it makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Only if it makes sense. I do not want pennies on the dollar, right? Given the given what's going on, I know what it seems like or what it would look like. It's like, nigga, they finna take your shit, so you should take whatever we give you. I'm not that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would never do that to nobody. Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
good.
I'm
I
just
can
telling
tell
you.
just talking to you that you actually mean well. It's not like you're trying to, get over or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I just want you to know, like, the type of person you dealing with, because some people will hear this conversation and hear the facts of, hey, I called them. I know the house was finna get auctioned, this, that, and the third, and they'll just try to spoon feed a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Even when you see me, you gonna see that, bro, I'm not really hard up for no money, right? I'm just in a situation that I'm trying to save my mama's house. This not my house that I was staying in. It's not like, oh, mama left it to me and I messed it up on my own. No. This house trickled down and touched a couple hands before I was able to get it in my possession. And unfortunately, they left me upside down. So I'm just trying to, again, gracefully sell it to make my mama happy, right? Because I know that she'll take me selling it this way over them white folks coming to take her house that she worked hard for.
Right.
So
we just lost one yesterday. Somebody was dragging their feet, playing around. Them people took their house. I said, damn, man. And this was in North Carolina. That wasn't even here in St. Louis. That dude played around, and they just took the man's house. I said, damn.
So I just want you to know, like, I ain't bullshitting. Like I say, even when I leave from you, I'm going to drop off my paperwork to the bank to get that auction date removed real quick, right? So that's give us more time. But I don't want nobody to think just because you called me and you was like, hey, it's in auction, woo woo, that he gonna just take pennies on a dollar. Because right now, on paper, I know it's worth $230, $250, right? But we not even including what we know is coming to that area. And I know any realtor, anybody, they gonna know that the news and everybody been talking about it's a whole safari coming into that area. So I don't think my 200 or 225 that I'm asking for is, it's a bad number. But I know how it looks because I've had people.
So if you were able to stop the auction, would you like list it or something to put it on the market, or what would you do if you were able to get the auction stopped?
I mean, I could put it on the market, but also with putting it on the market, most people so the problem I had with putting it on the market is people are coming, they want to buy, basically they want to buy the home that's already ready for them, right?
Yeah, they want perfect condition.
This ain't one of them. You got to put a 15, 20K in this motherfucker. And that's just on the real. That's just me being realistic because I've had contractors, realtors. I'm not sure what you fall under, right? But I've had 3 realtors do a walkthrough. Right. So I've had 3 realtors walk through. I've had 3 different companies do a bid on it to tell me what it would cost to get it up and going and all that, right?
What did they say to fix it up?
About 15, 20K, and that's on the high end. Like that's not even. They said, nigga, like basically, nigga, if you go cheap. And don't replace this door. Don't replace this. Don't do that. It'll be cheaper. But me, I wanted to look like, put like this, bro. We were the first people in that house. So I remember walking into that house, and I remember it being brand new. So I know the potential.
Mm-hmm.
But
is there a reason you don't just go in and fix it up, or?
Shit, if I'm being honest, bro, I don't have the paper. Yeah. They
always cost more than they look. Just to be honest with you, I fixed a lot of houses up. They always cost more and take longer.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, bro. Listen, right? That's why I started the GoFundMe. When you called me the other day, you got me here. So that's why I even put like this. Out of everybody I could call back, that's why I called you back. Because if I am gonna do this with somebody, bro, I'm gonna do it with the nigga who called me and said, bro, your shit's scheduled for auction.
Yeah, because some people don't even be knowing. I'll be like, man, do something. Don't let them just take your house.
Listen, bro, I didn't know. If I'm not mistaken, I think you called me. I either was on my way out of town for my birthday. My birthday was just on the 29th. So when you called me, I think I was on the road, or in Chicago. I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? That was going on. So that's why I'm more intrigued to do business with you because shit, bro, signs from God. I don't not read into them or act on them. Mm-hmm. This was a sign from God. God told you, call that man. Because you probably was just looking up.
At night, too. I usually don't call people that late.
Listen, bro, you probably was just looking. Listen, bro, you probably was just looking up, thinking, and thought, let me act on this, bro. That was God. Because you could have kept it in your notes like, oh, they auctioning that. Fuck it, I go, I'll be there.
Bid at the auction, right, like most people. But I'll be like, nah, they don't get nothing when you do that. That's why I'd rather put the money in your pocket versus going through them because they get to pinch off all of that, even the auction house.
Trust me, I already know, but I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like I say, 1 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna lie to you and tell you walking into a brand new house. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it needs some work. It needs some money put into it. You know what I'm saying? But we also, like I say, you got to remember, if you didn't know, you just got to keep in mind that, bro, that house is going to be worth way more than what it's worth now in little to no time because they threw a fucking safari out there. They building most houses.
In Spanish Lake. We got some houses over in Spanish Lake by the safari too, by the zoo expansion.
Exactly.
The zoo expansion. Yeah, we got some houses over there too. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Damon. I'm thinking 200 probably gonna be more than we pay for it. Just to be honest with you. I mean, you tell me it need work. If we buy it at 200 and put 20 in it, that's gonna be too tight for us. Just to be honest, as a cash deal. I don't want to waste your time or anything like that. We have to be a little bit lower than that. Not saying we got to, knock a head off or nothing like that, but we got to be where it makes sense.
What would be lower? Like just being real, or you got to see it first to say?
No, I could tell you. I mean, let me see here. Yeah, they say it's worth about 225 or so fixed up. So we put, let me do some calculation right quick here. So if we get it, we put a little bit of work in it. Let's just say we put 30 in it. I'm going to say 30 just to make sure because, it might be more. Minus 30K. Plus we got holding costs. Oh, shit. We're going to be like, we're probably going to be closer to probably about 140, something like that, to be honest. Somewhere in that ballpark. Just from what you're telling me. I mean, I can look at it and everything, and I'll work with you. And I'll help you get this auction stock because I know that can be a whole thing in itself. But realistically, we have to be, we have to buy where it makes sense because we're taking a risk. There might be stuff going on with the house you or me don't know. And when we can't come back and get a refund, we going to fix it. Whatever go on with that house, that's our baby. We got to deal with it. And we want to make sure we don't make a bad investment because, you can't get that money back. It's gone. I mean, is that something
I feel you, but I feel you, but I ain't gonna stunt. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That don't 100 of that going to the bank. So then
it's down here at 96,000. Is that about
right? So that's why I'm telling you, 100 of that going to the bank. So then that leave me with the 40 bar. I'm be honest with you, bro. I own a barber shop. I'm a barber. I make some cool little money, right? 40,000. And it's like I have to weigh my options. Now it's like, nah, you might as well call any realtor and call anybody who do this and see and basically bid it out yourself. Because 40K is like...
is always an option, but that is definitely an option to do that. I mean, I'm not saying that's the number, but we will be somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know the exact number, but something near that, we can probably make it happen. But when we start getting up...
I might could do 160, if I'm being honest with you, right? And that's me, right? And that's just me knowing, hey... Yeah, like I say, I'm not even trying to, 160 is give or take. I know I'm walking away with a certain amount, give or take after fees and all that. But that's, even then, that's like, I don't,
Yeah, and I want to get you as much as possible. I'm not trying to rip you off, and then I just know we got to be smart with buying these properties because we bought them in the past and found out later it's a whole bunch more work than we even thought. You know what I mean? Especially if they've been sitting vacant. Has the house been winterized or anything like that?
I mean, so... If I'm being honest with you, bro, the house has been vacant, but it's like it's vacant, but it's not. The structure is still good. The foundation is still good. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, everything is still some good, but you still have to remember that the house was built in like 2006, so it's not gonna be, as new or as updated as some of the other houses that are being sold in the area. You know what I'm saying? You basically getting the original 2006 home, if that makes sense.
Right. So yeah,
like, but it's not.
The reason I asked about winterization is because when it get cold like this and these houses sitting empty and them pipes freeze, we gotta bust them walls open, switch out them pipes, do all that stuff. That's a whole bunch of work. Not saying we can't.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You could do your walkthrough today. It ain't nothing like that going on.
Oh, okay. So it's heat on in there and everything?
Right now it's not, but trust me when I say I walk through my home often, weekly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, because I'm always Somebody, hey, let me get a picture. I go take updated pictures. You know what I'm saying? I go take new pictures. I go do my walkthrough just to make sure ain't nobody squatting in that motherfucker, or just to make sure ain't nobody came through and tried to take copper or anything out of there. You know what I'm saying?
They will do it, boy. You know all the stuff they'll do. They'll take your copper. They'll take your damn furnace. I had somebody break in and take my furnace in Ferguson. I said, man, these people crazy.
Yeah, but I will also say too again that we were original neighbors in that house. So everybody that's in my neighborhood, right, or that's in the cul-de-sac that we stay in, they know Damon. They know me. They watch me grow up. So they keep eyes on the house. They know whose house that is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's in a random neighborhood and nobody knows us. Nah. If you pull up to their house right now, my neighbors are going to call my phone and say, hey, it's a black guy out here in this type of car. Should he be here? And I'm going to say yes or no. Call the police or I'm on my way.
I know that's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it open now or something, or do you or I gotta wait for you to bring a key?
It's a lockbox on there, but see, if you get there before me, I can give you the lockbox code. But
yeah, I can go over there and take a look at it. I don't want to have you just driving over there just to be driving, because I'm real close to it. Ain't no reason to just. Unless you just want to meet me or something. That's up to you.
I mean, shit, I'm already headed that way, so that's why I was already kind of moving around. I just was in that particular area. So if you want to head there now, then we can meet there now. But if you want to do 1 o'clock, we can just do 1 o'clock.
Yeah, let me do 1, because I gotta make one more stop before I go over there.
Okay, so I'll see you there at 1 p.m.
That'll work. I'll see you shortly.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening to this call with Damon. He's in a pickle. Got a few days before the auction happens. Want to know what you think about this call. Did you learn anything about this call? Did you understand the way I navigated and listened to all of his pain, problems, concerns? And will we close this deal? Would you buy this deal? We're looking at the ARV is around 235. So we're going to work the numbers and see what we can come up with. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care, and put a comment down at the bottom. Make sure you leave a comment. I love to read the comments and see what you think about it. With all that being said, learn more at futurecashflowclub.com, the elite package, futurecashflowclub.com. Do what you do, be who you be, and I'll see you before you see me.
I don't know what you been doing. You been sleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we do.